Exclusive. Arne Slot is willing to sell £67 million Liverpool stars in a shocking move next summer. Attention! Liverpool battles for £50 million world-class talent. Liverpool said €30 to €35 million to close the deal in January. Club sources disagree by about €5 million. Welcome, dear fan. Come check out the latest information from the biggest club in the world. Since arriving at Liverpool in 2018, Alisson Becker has played 271 games as the club's number one, a position he has held since Arne Slot's arrival. However, unfortunately, Alisson has been dealing with a thigh tendon injury, a problem he sustained during the match against Crystal Palace just before the October international break. In his place, Kaoimhin Kelleher has impressed, showing why he is not content being the club's second-choice goalkeeper. That being said, TBR Football has reported that Liverpool is open to selling both of their starting goalkeepers in 2025. The club already has a confirmed new number one, the excellent Georgian goalkeeper Giorgi Mamardashvili. The plan is for Mamardashvili to spend just one season away from Anfield before arriving to start his Premier League career next summer. Planning for the goalkeeper's arrival will be finalized at the beginning of the year, with talks scheduled to assess and discuss his immediate future. Should Mamardashvili's transfer be confirmed, it will likely impact both Alisson and Kelleher. Meanwhile, Alisson had interest from Saudi clubs last summer but decided to stay at Liverpool. Since then, the Brazilian has seen Mamardashvili's signing go through, and Liverpool has realized that selling 32-year-old Alisson could help cover its expenses. The club is confident that several teams would be interested in Alisson should he be made available for transfer, a goalkeeper who has won everything at Anfield. Kelleher, in turn, made it clear to Liverpool's management that he wanted to leave the club last summer. And despite conceding 5 goals against England, the Republic of Ireland goalkeeper has shown he is ready to become number one on merit this season. However, Kelleher knows it is unlikely to happen at Liverpool. Therefore, TBR Football understands that the club has informed the Irish goalkeeper that it will allow his departure next summer. According to Caught Offside, Liverpool has maintained its interest in Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad, although Arsenal is also interested in signing the Spanish midfielder. The 25-year-old chose to stay in the Basque Country despite Liverpool's interest this summer, but there is apparently hope he will be convinced to reconsider in 2025. Valued at £50 million, he wouldn't be a cheap acquisition, but he could complete Arne Slot's midfield and help the team compete for trophies across multiple competitions for years to come. Zubimendi has been described as one of the best central midfielders in the world by Spain's manager, Luis de la Fuente, who included him in his plans for the Euro 2024 victory this summer. Real Sociedad, currently in 8th place in La Liga and 25th in their Europa League group stage, has been inconsistent this season. But Zubimendi has arguably been their best player, with consistent performances in midfield. According to FBref, he ranks among the top 9% of central midfielders in La Liga this season for progressive passes, averaging 7.28 per 90 minutes, higher than Ryan Gravenberch's 5.55 and Alexis McAllister's 5.44. This suggests that Zubimendi would excel in the deeper playmaking role compared to Liverpool's current options, allowing Gravenberch to interlink and recycle possession, and McAllister to play in a freer position in midfield. Moreover, Zubimendi is a talented defender, having won 65% of his duels in La Liga this season, with an average of 5.6 per game, according to SofaScore. If Liverpool were to sign Zubimendi, it could be a transfer reminiscent of Xabi Alonso's signing in 2004. Alonso arrived at Liverpool from Sociedad and went on to win the Champions League and FA Cup alongside Steven Gerrard, forming a historic partnership before moving to Real Madrid for £30 million in 2009. Who knows? Zubimendi's versatility and intelligence in midfield could make him the version of Alonso under Slot's leadership, helping the team reach the highest levels. Liverpool could sign Rayan Cherki from Lyon for €30 to €35 million in the January transfer window if they decide to intensify their interest in the player. This was revealed by Foot Mercato, although club sources still disagree on the €5 million difference at this time. Lyon has set an initial price for Cherki, as they look to secure major sales to reach the €100 million needed to balance their finances and avoid a forced relegation to League Two. While the Gones do not intend to give away players, they will sell to resolve their financial issues, and Cherki is one of those being offered on the market. The French club has set an initial price of €30 million for the midfielder, though some sources from Lyon mention €35 million. Liverpool is one of the interested teams, with confirmations that the English club is monitoring the player, although no concrete offer has been made yet. Bayer Leverkusen is also in the race, as is PSG, which continues to keep an eye on the 21-year-old. It is unclear whether Liverpool would be willing to pay between €30 million or €35 million, but they are certainly in the running, and the January transfer window promises to be eventful for Cherki and his representatives. What do you think, Liverpool fans? Is it worth investing in this signing? Liverpool and Arsenal are closely monitoring the situation of Mohamed Kudus, as the player seems interested in leaving West Ham United. The Ghanaian forward had strong performances during his time at the London Stadium, but his form has dropped slightly this season, along with the team's overall performance, which has not shown the same consistency as last year. According to Sacha Tavolieri in his column for Sky, Kudus is no longer convinced that he can reach his full potential at West Ham and wants a transfer, with Liverpool and Arsenal mentioned as possible destinations. A release clause of £85 million has been revealed, which certainly grabs the attention of major Premier League clubs. This is not the first time rumors have linked Kudus to Liverpool, and it makes sense that a player with his profile is on the club's radar, especially with Mohamed Salah's contract nearing its end and the potential need for a replacement if he decides to move on. Kudus may not yet be at Salah's level, but he is a skilled goal-scoring threat from the right wing and could be a smart long-term addition if he continues his development in the coming years. Additionally, Arsenal could also benefit from his signing, as the team has been struggling offensively, relying heavily on Bukayo Saka, who has had some injury issues this season. Players like Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard have not contributed as expected, and Raheem Sterling, on loan from Chelsea, has not made a significant impact, making his future at the club uncertain. Kudus could be a good option for both Liverpool and Arsenal, so it will be interesting to see how this situation unfolds and whether the 24-year-old player can leave West Ham. Liverpool is close to completing its first signing in January after agreeing on a fee to sign Loic Bad from Sevilla, according to reports. The Reds made only one signing in this season's summer transfer window, with Federico Chiesa joining from Juventus for £12.5 million. In addition, an agreement was reached for the signing of Georgi Mamardashvili, although the goalkeeper was loaned back to Valencia for the rest of the season. There were also speculations that Liverpool was close to signing Martin Zubamendi from Real Sociedad before the Spanish midfielder decided to stay in La Liga. Now, Liverpool is expected to have funds available to invest in January, with reports from Spain stating that Sevilla has practically completed the sale of Bad to the English club. It is understood that if nothing goes wrong, the French defender, who had limited opportunities during his loan at Nottingham Forest in 2022, will transfer to Liverpool in the winter market. Liverpool manager Arne Slot is looking to increase rotation in the defense, and Bade has been a priority since last summer. Sevilla, which is going through financial difficulties, sees Bade's possible departure as a way to improve its situation. It is reported that the Andalusian club initially demanded around €30 million for the transfer, but the final fee was agreed at approximately €25 million or £21 million. Liverpool will face a tense wait to find out if Virgil van Dijk will be available for the weekend clash against Southampton. The Reds return to Premier League action on Saturday against Southampton, in their first match after the November international break. Van Dijk was one of several Liverpool players who joined their respective national teams during the break. However, the Reds captain withdrew from the Netherlands squad due to medical reasons and is now back in Merseyside. Liverpool confirmed that Van Dijk will be assessed by the club's medical team at the AXA training center this week, and only then will it be determined whether the defender will be fit to face Southampton. Van Dijk is one of several injury concerns for Liverpool ahead of their trip to St. Mary's. Trent Alexander-Arnold, meanwhile, was not part of the England squad during the international break after suffering a tendon injury in the win over Aston Villa. However, it was later confirmed that Liverpool's vice-captain had avoided a serious injury and is not expected to be sidelined for long. It remains to be seen, though, whether Alexander-Arnold will be fit to face Southampton this weekend. "It's hard to say how serious it is," said Arne Slot to reporters after Liverpool's win over Villa on November 9th. but it's always a serious injury when a player goes off in the first half. Not because I didn't like him, but he asked to be substituted. He asked because he felt something. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.